So nothing's really going to explain this town. Not completely anyway. Without me talking at some level about the hydroelectric plant that's here. Never thought that my life was going to be mostly involving hydroelectric plants. But the reason why I say you can't really talk about this without me telling you about the hydroelectric plant is because this is the most interesting town I know of in the state of South Carolina. And I'll take you down where you see Lockhart Power there to our left. I'll take you down there and I'll explain all that when we get done. But just know that there's a large canal that comes through the middle of this town. And I don't really know what the birth of lock means for this place. I don't, a lock is usually some type of mechanism that holds water in between 2 points that allows boats to, traverse an area that higher or lower elevation, or it could be that there's a place where there's no water and you've got to have some, mechanism to get them across. But Lockhart is interesting to me because I've never seen anything like it in any other state, including this one. And I've traveled, pretty extensively all over the U.S. And there's just something fascinating about this particular spot. It's only 459 people. It's an older census, a couple years, so it might be less than that. But the power plant was built specifically as not hydroelectric dam. It was a hydromechanical dam, and it was built, shocking, over part of the state of South Carolina. It was built purely for the mills that were here. It was just driving a belt, right, in a mill. First built in the 1800s, that particular hydromechanical dam was. 459 people is the population. 37.4 is the median age. That seems to be pretty normal, 35 to 40. For a lot of these older towns, these mill towns where the mill's now no longer here. I'll tell you later the connection to Mr. Milliken. Mr. Milliken started this cooperative, I guess the hydroelectric part of this, where they started supplying 5 counties with power after it had gone through, I guess, the mill, hydromechanical, you name it, they've gone through 50 different types of steps and processes for this. Well, that's tragic. A church is for sale. Median income of a household here is $18,850. We'll call it 19. And median household, that's per person. Median household income is $37,000. So there's a little park right here where you can come out and picnic and, I guess, view the awesomeness of the dam here. That wasn't me, by the way. Those burnout marks are not caused by me. Yeah, it's a pretty glorious dam, actually. And you know, I've got to drive up there. And again, that was not done by Steven. You can tell the wheelbase is too narrow for it to be me. Tuner. So I don't know if I'm supposed to come up here. And I don't have a backup camera. If you don't know this shortcoming of my vehicle, it's a 2013. And you know me, I have to see what the landing goes to. And of course, we got to go down there. I hate it. don't know why, but I'm really curious as to what that brick says. It looks like the white ones. This is a white brick. I have two bad decisions I could make. I could go over there just to go see, but it says, it looks like it's not enough of the words to be able to tell me what it is. Trying to see if I saw another white one. This guy. There you go. So Olive Hill is the name of the brick. Really is a pretty place. 52% of the houses are owned and lived in by married couples. .48% of the population is married. I don't think that tent's helping that Harley anymore. Right, I forgot about this place. It's apparently, I use the word, it is a closed school. Wonder why they gave it up. It's a middle school. I guess they just don't have enough population of kids to go to school here. That's sad. I mean, it looks like the grass is still cut. Semi-maintained. I'm gonna tell you, there is not much of anything here that's not fascinating, Stephen. Huh. And so this is some kind of county maintained, city maintained thing? Huh. He was reticent to wave at me when he saw the camera. He would have waved. And then he thought, why is that guy filming? But this place absolutely fascinates me. Back to the discussion about when this became a hydroelectric dam instead of just a mechanical dam. 1912 is when it was incorporated as a hydroelectric dam and solely owned by Milliken and Company. But the 1890s is when the canal was actually built to make the mechanical part of the dam to drive the mills and everything. The most fascinating thing to me is it's one of the only power companies I've ever seen that'll let you drive up and go look around and go fishing by the facilities that are what actually driving the generators. I think the main ones were built back in the 20s. But the first time I came up here, I thought, well, you know, I can't come over here. This is only employees, but it turns out that's not true. There's a hydro plant, the warehouse, they give you directions to everything. But this right here is the reason why you come down here. Wow, he's cutting. That's crazy. That's neat. He's cutting all those down with basically a circular saw blade on that steel weed eater. You gotta love that. So the thing I'm unhappy about here is that normally when it's warm, and I'll come back and get some video of it, but normally when it's warm, you get to go see inside this building that's got 1920 on it. But we'll walk down it anyway, just so you can go see in general what a neat looking place this is. So again, stories you're told as you grow up. aren't always true, right? Sometimes they are, sometimes they're based on truth, but they're not completely true. But all this cane that's behind me, my dad always told me that people would plant this by the rivers so you can make a cane pole when you went down there. And of course, eventually, it becomes aggressive. Of course, it's a weekday. There may be somebody in there who might let us in. You know what you have to do? You have to ask. I don't think there's any access into that door. But, hey, what do you know? We got a glass door here. Maybe we can see through it. Oh, that's cool. Hopefully I'm blocking all the glare so you can see. But it's really quite something when you can see the whole system running when this big gate's open right here. A lot of power output here. It covers 5 counties, actually. Including Spartanburg, which is a larger county in this state. I don't know what customer parking is. Is there like an office up here? I don't know. Apparently just a work building. Ah, there's a, oh, that's cool. I've never been to the sun. I doubt you can probably hear it, but boy, those lines are just sizzling. Lockhart power. That's where you go. Pay your bill, I guess. It was first hydromechanical through locks. The systems they were running through here with belts. It's like you'd see in old movies of a belt running in the middle of a mill and driving some machinery doing some kind of process. Is when they started construction of this new building that says 1920, which is where the new generators were put in. And I guess it went from hydromechanical to hydroelectrical. But it's a fascinating little town. One of my favorites.